Oh, super. Not today, I guess.
A rivalry that started as an excuse to get the warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Defense really missed an opportunity to keep them backed up there. It's 1st and 10 from the 23. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Marshall. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Marshall. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to get it in.
Yeah,
Absolutely
can you go
no
for it,
way
y'all?
to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
That wasn't even the play I was using, Brian.
The Irish, time to think about it. They'll open the quarter going for it on fourth down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's the way you finish a drive. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
To the air on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Down he goes. He tried to get out of trouble, and this defense wasn't having it. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top.
Damn, boy, they give you
Defense gets
two of them
loose, bringing the
motherfuckers.
heat, and down he goes again.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds a man in the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Notre Dame right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They want to throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touch.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The offense. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They're going to ride this running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball. And then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
Just nowhere
to
go
I need to get
against
your
this
ass in the
defense.
hole,
Find
guys.
that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
I was going to
So
run
the
outside.
offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, the long pass down. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Finds his man. It's Marshall. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. Got his man. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out. Return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Intercepting. That total goes to 16. Bringing it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6.
All I need is I need a block, bro.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get up.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
He won't get. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The craziest thing about college football week in and week out is just the momentum shifts. And when it shifts, it's just hard to stop it. And this offense, man, they haven't found any rhythm in this second half. And if they're going to get out of here with a win, I think they got to put a drive together and put some points on the board.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, man.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
With the catch, it's Marshall. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. They... Here come the Irish back on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One thing you know with this guy at fullback, he's not going to fumble the football. I think that's why they're handing it off to him in the fourth quarter with the lead.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Mhm.